Hello everyone, I'm Sneha Kumari and today we will discuss about KNN. So the heading also tells you about that. KNN is basically a math. So in KNN, it is a if you don't want to learn the complex maths, you can understand the KNN. It is also a complex math types, but we will learn it in easy way. KNN makes it easy. So let's give an example. So consider yourself that uh, you went to a place where you went to a particular place where people are watching a cricket match, and you also went there to watch the cricket match. And when people see you that you are also watching, they would consider or they would think that you also love watching cricket matches. So this is KNN. This math is KNN. And here we KNN means the KNN is basically a supervised learning algorithm. Okay, and so the example which I gave you, which can conclude it as this is a quiet neighborhood. मतलब, here we talk about the neighborhood conditions. So like that. So, the KNN is also sometimes called as the lazy learner. Why this is called as the lazy learner? Because it doesn't actually learn a model. Like in KNN, we the model doesn't learn the data. It takes the data and then it gives the result. Like we will give it some data to the KNN. It will wait, and then if it will give the result when we give it some data like predict this or predict that, it will give the result according to that. It won't learn any. The model won't learn that particular data. It will memorize the data set and give us the result like prediction. And how the algorithm works, how this KNN works. Firstly, we have to choose the value of k, that is, this is the number of neighbors you want to poll. Firstly, we have to choose the value of k, then we have to calculate the distance, and then we have to find the nearest, then we have to vote, and then lastly, we have to find the average, that is regression. So, this is the equation of the KNN. And now the equation of the KNN is d xy is equals to square root summation of xi minus yi ka whole square. Okay, so let's now see what is k. The first word in KNN is k. So let's learn what is the k factor. How many neighbors is too many? कितने neighbors होने? How much neighbors it needs? Is it so many neighbors or it requires a particular number of neighbors? So if there is a small k, which means the value of k is 1, the model is too sensitive. A single noisy data point, an outlier, can completely change the prediction. This leads to overfitting. This is called as when the value of k is 1, then it leads to the overfitting. It is called as the overfitting. Large k, when the value of k is so large, then and then it starts looking at points so far away that they aren't really neighbors anymore, and this leads to underfitting. And also we have there is a tip that when you are doing this like finding KNN, in the KNN basically take the value of k as odd number. If you want to tie breaks in classification, like if you want to do the divide the particular number, so we can basically here take the value of k as odd. Now the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like every tool, data sciences, KNN isn't a silver. Like KNN is, there is not like that. KNN is the good thing. KNN is the best. There is no pros and there is no cons of KNN. KNN also has some cons and pros. Like KNN is simple to understand. No training time. There is no training time. We don't have to train it. It is a versatile thing. The bad, it is a memory sensitive, slow predictions, sensitive to scale. These are the cons. These are the advantages. Putting it in practice, and you have also heard about the iris data set. It explains us about how the structure of the plant is basically. Like it will tell us if we will give the information about the sepal and sepal width, then it will give us the result prediction according to that. And so for that, we will do this coding part. We'll import pandas and the other things. You can see this. I will provide you the link in the description. You can see this blog. This blog I have made. This blog is basically made on the Medium. You can check my channel. You can check my ID. I will post it. What is happening here? Basically what is happening in this KNN? This is a standard scale. We normalize the data that so that a large measurement in petal lengths. Basically, this in iris we gives particular data, particular tags which like the sepal width and the petal length, and this gives us the information. And at last we get the result which gives us the accuracy of about 95 to 100%, showing that the effectiveness of KNN. And so this is also the scikit-learn ke through we will code using scikit-learn. We can also code using this. So when should we use KNN? KNN is basically a fantastic baseline model. If we have a small clean data set, we can use this. If we don't want any complex neural networks in our data set, then we can use it. It is a like a best friend. It will give us the result as our wish. We can There is no need to train our model. It will provide us the result easily. And so the conclusion part, Kenan proves that sometimes the simplest logic is most powerful. It doesn't try to build a complex map of data. It just looks at its neighbor and follows the crowd. And so Kenan basically explains that there is no need of any complex data, complex logic basically. Like um, sometimes the smallest thing is the most important thing. And it's same like that. The smallest, this is so easy and people can easily understand if using the simplest logic. So Kiran explains us this. Thank you for watching everyone.